How to heal from the past. I know that this feels like a mammoth endeavor. But what's a mammoth endeavor is to walk around and feel like your past is defining your present and your future. There is a great quote by Viktor Frankl, and I'd like to read that to you. Viktor Frankl was a survivor of the Holocaust. All his family perished, and he went on to become a great positive psychologist. In fact, he's one of the gurus, along with Marty Seligman, as the gurus of positive psychology. And here's what he said, quote, "The one thing you can't take away from me is the way I choose to respond to what you do to me. The last of one's freedoms is to choose one's attitude in any given circumstance." Can you imagine? This is from a man who survived the Holocaust. The one thing you can't take away from me is the way I choose to respond to what you did to me. The last of one's freedoms is to choose one's attitude in any given circumstance. What Viktor Frankl is trying to tell us is that we have the choice of how we respond. We can't undo the things that people have done to us, but we can change how we respond. And you can take control of your own happiness. You cannot change the past, but you can take charge of your present, your future, and your happiness. Guys, that's powerful stuff. Really powerful. We oftentimes feel like this thing from the past is defining us. I want to empower you. I want you to know that you are not your past. You have the power to change your future, your present, by the way you respond. And so here are 3 things that you can do to help you heal from the past. And I'm sorry, you may be hearing my daughter. Every once in a while, the kids are at home and you're going to hear that. But it still doesn't detract from what we're trying to talk about right in this moment are the things that you can do, which are 1, write down how emotions like anger, hurt, abandonment have kept you from your happiness. This is a hard exercise, but then I want you to write down how you can respond when you have these emotional triggers come up. What action steps can you take towards ridding yourself of these triggers? And take responsibility for removing the hurt, from getting beyond it. It's yours and yours alone. Unfortunately, somebody did something awful to you, and yet you are the solution to getting past the hurt. That's what's so vitally powerful about this. Number 2, stop using your pain as a way to define yourself. Your pain doesn't define you. And so the story that you tell to yourself and to others about what happened to you in the future is the thing that increases your suffering. Let go of that story. I want you to forge a new story for yourself. The one about how you increase your happiness, about how you take charge of your own autonomy and your own sense of being. And the story that you tell yourself is one of victory. It's one of overcoming, and it's one of success. Lastly, that story that you create means that you are in a growth mindset. And I want you to think about the things that you do that help you to be in a growth mindset. It could be therapy. It could be a group. It could be softball on Saturdays where you get to be in your zone of excellence. Cultivate the things that you're good at, but also Cultivate the things that you're not so good at so you have a sense of your own efficacy, your own agency, and your own autonomy. This is where your story is written. This is who you are. I'm Chantel Cohen, and I help you become one again.